All right, let's see what Amazon just dropped me off. They just dropped something off at my door. Let's go ahead and open this up. So I'm here. If you're not new here, or if you're new here, I just moved into a newer house about 6, 7 weeks ago, and I've just been getting a few things set up here at the house. And one thing is the backyard. There's a set of floodlights, and they're bad. They're horrible. You can't even hardly see outside. The one floodlight don't come on. So I need to order a floodlight. So I went ahead and I went through quite a few different, reviews and looking at them on Amazon. So I'll leave an affiliate link to this one down below. If it's any good, and that's what we're going to find out in this video here, is if this is any good. So it's called LUTEC, LUTEC. So I have a couple of solar power ones that I've done reviews on, and they're good. They're all right, but I want one that's actually set up, that's hardwired in the backyard, and that's what we're gonna actually do in this one right here. And of course, you get your owner's manual. You get all your stuff in here for that. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. What else we get in the box? In the box. Looks like some hardware right here. All right, and that's it. That's in the box. All right, get the box out of the way. All right, the packaging so far was really good. So that's a good thing to see. And this thing's supposed to be like 9,000 lumens, 90 watts. Believe is what it is. But I remember. I'll go ahead and put it right here on the a picture of it on the screen. So this one here is not a motion light. This one here is when you turn the switch on, it comes on, and that's what I want. I don't want a light in the backyard that keeps going off. I have some of my other ones that can come on. So, for instance, in the evening, if I'm barbecuing or anything, I want to be able to hit that switch on, and then whenever we're done outside, no horseshoes or whatever else we're doing out there, you can kill the switch here, but then I have my solar power motion lights that will come on. That way, if somebody walks in my backyard or trying to get into the house, they'll pop on in the backyard. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go to the breaker box real quick, and we're going to make sure that the power is off on the breaker. You don't want to electrocute yourself. That's going to be the first thing. Then from there, I'll set up my other camera outside, and we're going to see how easy this is to install. I've never installed one of these, so we're going to go outside and we're going to see how easy it is. Again, like I said, you get this right here, and then there's a little bit of hardware right here. Let's see real quick what hardware that it comes with before we head outside to get all this hooked up. I mean, they could have put it in a baggie. That's kind of cruddy in a sense. They didn't put it in a bag. They just put it in this. You see me undoing it. But anyways, you got some wing nuts. You got some screws. So how it's going to go is up on the wall. This goes in here. This is going to be mounted. Okay, so in all your hardware that you get, you actually don't get a junction box. I'm kind of irritated right now, but saying that, as soon as I get outside, I'll show you. There, you have this mounting bracket right here, okay? And this goes inside your junction box, and it's what helps hold it up. But you also, it does come with a long screw that you can actually screw right here in the middle, okay? And once I go outside, get to all the wiring, this can actually go here. So what I'm going to do is where I'm going to put it at, I'm going to screw this to the wall, and then I'll put this on here, and then we'll screw this into there, which will hold it there until I get a junction box. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be rigged up or nothing. It's going to be where no fire or nothing else can start. So let me go ahead and get to the breaker box, and we'll get to the next steps outside to show you, just in case something like this ever did come up and you didn't have a junction box, or you found something like this, or you're just trying to install something like this. We're going to go through and see how it works. All right, so right here, this is the old one right here. So it's all nasty, it's gone. I want to take it out, and that's why I'm going to replace this. So again, you don't need no fancy tools or nothing. I did bring some wire snips just in case, but I went ahead and got my light tester just to make sure, because I know that I hit the power button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tap it on the ground, and then tap some of these right here. If you don't have a light tester, I mean, they're like $8. You can always get them. So you just ground it somewhere, and then you test it. You know, and you make sure that there's nothing hot, because that's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to get in here and, you know, touch something and either really hurt yourself or kill yourself. You know, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make things better, not make things worse, right? Okay, so if you do have to crimp, or if you do have to cut any of the wires, make sure you're leaving yourself enough wires here in order to have enough here. So on the back side, what I want to happen to do here is on the back side here, I had to open up the junction box. So here's the junction box with the ground, the hot, and then of course the box itself is ground. So what I had to do back here is look at everything here. So we have the hot, the ground, and then the box ground in here. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough wire, because if I need to, I can pull more through it. But this is it. I can always extend extra wire here if I need more wire. Okay, so me, I don't really like a lot of the wire snaps. So this is just whether you're messing with speaker wire or whatever, you can take a lighter. Okay, you take a lighter and you heat it up just a little bit. Don't need much. You don't need it on fire. And you can just pull it right back. And literally, it comes right off. It's that easy. My daughter was watching me one day, and she's like, oh my God. She goes, that was like super, super easy. So, again, they just had this piece of wood or whatever. I'm going to put a whole new piece right here, and I'm actually going to install this. I'm going to probably take the junction box and bring it down further later on and put it in the middle where it comes on. Or I'm going to actually if this light does good, I want one on both sides. So I have plenty of light back here because we're putting a tree swing in the tree over here. I got a lot of landscaping back here to do, so we're gonna get it. But this right here is this like redneck-fied. I don't know who did this crap, but I will fix it all though. But just like I showed you in the junction box, you have a white, a black, and a green. So your black and your green are normally dual grounds. So I have plenty of wire here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the black and the white, and then this green wire is actually going to go onto the bracket right here. So I got to start with the green wire first, because it's going to go here, because I'm going to stick it in here, and then this, since I don't have the back piece for it, doesn't come with this kit, the screw is going to go in and screw right into it. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Okay, so like I said, so I put it on here like this. I'm gonna try not to like let it hang too much. It's gonna hang by these wires. But now what I gotta do is now I got to connect these wires and wire nut these up. So I'm gonna start with the white one first. So I'm gonna try not to let too much weight hold down. There's gonna be some weight because I don't have that much wire here. So I'm gonna put them together. And you make sure you get a good grip of both wires on both sides. And then what we're going to do is you take your wire nut, then put it through the top, and you just start screwing it in until it won't screw no more. So if you want to be a little extra precautious, you can actually take some electrical tape now and put around it as well. But I trust that, and of course I'm going to be taking it back down. So again, I don't want it to hang too much, so I'm going to do the same thing on this one, on the black one. Make sure we have enough of it, and then twist them together. And then of course the wire nut will go on the end. And again, all the way until you can't do it no more. So what's going to happen right now is there's going to be a little bit of wire hanging out until I get the back cap for it. So now what we're going to do is this one here, I'm going to set right here, and I'm going to screw that in roughly right here. That way my nut in the front can go in. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do now. Okay, so for right now, like I said, I got to get the other piece. We're back here. I don't like it, but the good thing is it's not going to burn my house down. I'm confident in the secureness of it for right now. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to leave the camera on it and I'm going to go hit the switch. All right, so as we see, no fire, no nothing else just yet. Again, what I'm going to like is I don't have to keep, if you notice, there's another light at my fan right there. And I want this to be able to light up. So as soon as it becomes dark outside, I'll come back out here one more time and we're gonna see how much of this backyard it actually lights up and how good this light really is. That's what we're wanting to see at this point. But again, everything you can adjust. Let me get the camera up to it. You can adjust certain things like this one right here. You can adjust where it goes down, goes back out, goes up a little bit. So we'll adjust it, and of course I'm going to feel a lot better as soon as I get that the mounting bracket for this. So I have to go look for that. But this thing was like 30 bucks for the light. So again, let's see what it looks like come dark time, come night, as soon as it gets dark out here. So I'll be back here in just a little bit and see if it's going to light up this backyard like it is right now. Alright, so now it is dark time outside, as we can see, and I'm going to turn on the light. And voila. So two of them is going to do the best unless I can again move it to the middle right here. But yeah, this thing, it is lighting up the backyard pretty good, so I do like it. So again, I got to find a different mount. But like I said, if I'm out here and I'm barbecuing, or you know, we're doing some horseshoes or whatever out here, we'll have plenty of light for it. So I do like it. Again, for $28 or whatever. I'll see how much the base or whatever, or the mounting, and see how much more it would cost for that. And yeah, I mean, I might even put 4 corners out here. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get 1 or 2 more of this. I mean, for $30, this is worth your money here in 2025. It does really good. It lights up, does what I need it to do, and I think it would do whatever you needed it to do. Again, let me turn it toward it because it is pretty bright. But yeah, it lights everything up pretty good. You can see if you need to do something out here. Again, if I come over here where my barbecue pit is, I'm going to be moving it, but I have a solar power one over here. See, so this one comes on, so if somebody walked up to my door, the solar power kicks on right here. Which there again, if you notice, that one is so much brighter than this one. This one here has a little bit more of a white tint to this one. But I have another solar panel that's gonna, solar powered one that's gonna go on the opposite side. So I have the 2 solars going on for motion sense only, and now this one here. So yeah, 100% worth your money here in 2025. Go ahead and check out this video right here. See if this one's worth your money here in 2025.